If you're thinking about moving to Point Reyes, you've probably come across the two main residential areas, Point Reyes Station and Inverness. Both are beautiful, both are peaceful, but they're not the same. So let's talk about the pros and cons of living in each. Hi there, my name is Rachael Dressler and I'm a realtor based in Petaluma, California. Thank you for tuning into my channel where I share everything you need to know about buying, selling, and living in Sonoma and Marin counties. Let's start with Point Reyes Station. Pro number one, walkability. If you're moving to Point Reyes and want to be close to a few things, coffee, the market, maybe a bakery, you'll want to be here. Point Reyes Station is the town where you can walk to restaurants, shops, and services depending on how close your house is to downtown. The Bovine Bakery makes the most amazing morning buns, and if you can walk there, that would be amazing. Pro number two, community energy. For a rural area, it still feels lively. People come together on weekends, there's a farmer's market, and the town has a welcoming small town atmosphere. The farmer's market takes place at Toby's Feed Barn every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and runs May through September. Pro number three, convenience for the area. If you live in Point Reyes, you're closer to Highway 1 and the drive to Petaluma or San Rafael is a little shorter than from Inverness. That matters when you're doing regular trips for groceries or appointments. Now the cons. Con number one, limited housing and high prices. Inventory is extremely low and homes start around 1.4 million. And because it's a tiny area, competition can be intense when something good hits the market. Right now, there are only 5 homes for sale and they range from about $1 to $6 million. Con number two, tourists. If you're moving to Point Reyes to get away from it all, keep in mind that Point Reyes Station can get very busy, especially on weekends and holidays. Tourists come for the food, the hiking trails, and the coastal views, so expect more foot traffic and limited parking during peak times. Now let's talk about Inverness. Pro number one, privacy. If you've been dreaming of a home surrounded by trees and tranquility, Inverness might be the place for you. Houses are tucked into the hillsides, often offering forest or bay views, and the overall feeling is one of calm and seclusion. Pro number two, character. Homes in Inverness often have distinctive character. Think cozy cabins, mid-century modern architecture, and an abundance of wood and glass. Many come with interesting backstories, and there's nothing cookie cutter about them. Pro number three, quick access to beaches and trails. One of the best things about living in Inverness is how close you are to the Point Reyes Peninsula. You're just a short drive from some of the most stunning coastal and bay beaches in the region, like Drake's Beach, Limantour, and Shell Beach. Whether you're headed out for a quick beach walk, a picnic by the bay, or a hike along the cliffs near Chimney Rock, it's all right there. This kind of easy access to both ocean and bay makes Inverness feel like a true getaway to the Point Reyes National Seashore. And now the cons. Con number one, steep, narrow roads. If you're not used to rural driving, the roads in Inverness might be an adjustment. Some homes are up switchbacks or tucked down gravel driveways. Con number two, even fewer services than Point Reyes. Inverness has a tiny store and post office, but for pretty much everything, you'll need to head to Point Reyes Station or beyond. The Inverness Park Market is close by and has a deli, picnic supplies, coffee, and a tap room and restaurant. Con number three, fog and shade. Depending on where you are in Inverness, and especially if you end up on the north end of town, you might get a lot of fog and tree cover. Great for cozy vibes, but not ideal if you're craving sunshine. But if you find a home high enough up in the mountains, you may be above the fog line. If you manage that, you will sometimes get to enjoy the sun when the rest of the town is blanketed in fog. So if you're moving to Point Reyes and trying to decide between these two towns, here's the summary. Choose Point Reyes Station if you want walkability, access to the few local amenities, and a little more activity. Choose Inverness if you want privacy, homes with character, and easier access to beaches. If you're seriously considering moving to Point Reyes and want help navigating what's available, or even just figuring out what's realistic for your lifestyle, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help you sort through it. And if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it and subscribe to stay up to date. I share regular content about life and real estate in Sonoma and Marin counties. See you in the next video.